All right, what's going on, everybody? All right, we are here for another Easy1up training, our live presentation, okay? And as you guys know, we're doing this every week where we come and we actually talk about, the four main components that you need to start being able to make money online, okay? And I mean, we're talking about making anywhere from $250 to $2,000, commissions. All right, everybody loves instant commissions. So as you guys jump on, put down in the comments, let me know where you're tuning in from. All right, I'm tuning in from the Carolinas myself. All right, let me know that you hear me. All right. And we're going to go ahead and jump into this. All right. First off, let me introduce myself. I'm Coach D. All right. Just in case it's your first time on the channel. All right. Basically what we do is we bring this to you guys. Right. Because when I first started online, I didn't really have any help. Even before I started online, I used to be an auto mechanic, right? And I was working on cars, working a whole bunch of hours. I mean, it was really back-breaking work. If you guys have ever, done anything like that, like working on cars, working in a factory or anything, even working in restaurants, it's a lot of long hours for not a lot of pay, right? And it really just kind of, takes a toll on your body. All right. If you guys can relate to that, put down in the comments. Let me know. Say I can relate. What's going on from Philly? My man James. What's going on? Talk with TK. What's up? All right. So just like you guys, you wanted to start your business online because for one, you didn't have tons of money to do like a brick and mortar business. Like my repair shop that I used to run, like I literally had to have 4 racks a month. That's $4,000 a month. And that was on the cheap side. There's plenty of repair shops that they had to have like 12 grand a month, to operate. And that's a lot of money, when you first start. And I mean, that, I was just starting as far as in that location, so when we start looking at how are we going to be able to kind of maximize, be able to live the life that we want as far as having more time freedom, not having to spend 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, which is what I was spending, at the repair shop, a lot of hours. So I started looking online for another way to make money, just like you guys, another way to make money online, and I'll be honest, at first I thought things were a scam. Right? If that's ever happened to you, like when you first started, if you thought everything was a scam, put down in the comments, say, yeah, that's me. Put down in the comments, let me know, say, yeah, that's me. All right. TK said I can relate, so I got online and, like I thought it was going to be all gravy. I thought, boom, I get on there. I joined an opportunity. Right. And I said, okay, I get on there, if I could make an extra couple $100 a week, or a couple $100 a month, really, I was like, yeah, I'll be good, so I got involved in it. And in that particular time, the opportunity was MCA. It was a Motor Club America. Right. And I thought everything was going to be good. Right. I'm up there the first 90 days. Right. And I was hustling. I was trying, the first 90 days I made $9.24. Guys, that really hurts. Okay, when you thinking that everything's gonna be good, you thinking that you're just gonna throw your links out there somewhere and somebody's gonna pick it up and just buy stuff, right? That's what I was thinking, But so after that, I had to start getting some training, right, to really find out what this online thing was about, and it wasn't until I started that process, we're gonna talk about that here. So you definitely will stick around. We're gonna talk about that, but it wasn't until I started that process that things actually started to take off for me. All right. And one thing that I realized, and it wasn't until later on that I realized this, that there are some things that I didn't have that I needed. Okay. And that's really what we're going to dig into today, talking about the 4 main components. Okay, that you actually need to start making money online. So that way, when you're looking for opportunity, right, you look for a team to join, you can look for these 4 components. So at least hey, if you got these 4 components, then you have something for success. You have the parts that you need, so that you can start winning. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into these 4 components, and definitely you want to stick around all the way through, because close to the end, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you, if there's any of these components you don't have, we're going to show you how you can actually get them and how you can get them with some very nice bonuses to help kind of kickstart you on the way. All right, sound good? All right, so let's see what we got. So I'm gonna go ahead up here on my whiteboard. All right, and let me know, guys, if you guys can see me good and all that stuff. And we're gonna talk about, the first thing we're gonna talk about is the 4 components. All right, 4 components. Okay, the 4 components that you need, to be looking for in an opportunity out here. An opportunity in a situation, right? So let's go ahead and start talking about these 4 main components, okay? And we're going to break these down. We're going to list them. We're going to break them down. And then we're going to kind of throw out some examples, so that way you can kind of see that this stuff relates to other businesses as well. So that way it can be clearer to you in your mind. All right. So put down in the comments. Let me know what are some of the components. Anybody name one of the components? What we got? Okay. Victoria said she can see the whiteboard fine. Absolutely. I appreciate it. All right. So we got number 1, number 2, number 3, and we got number 4. Okay. All right. So what's one of the components right here? What do you guys think that you need, that you should be looking for an opportunity out here online? All right. So that you can start actually making some money. Put down in the comments. Let me know. If you don't know, no worries. I'm going to tell you. Okay. All right. But I wanted to see if you guys know as well. So I'll start listing them, and I know some of the comments will be delayed. All right. So one of the things that we need right here is we're going to need a blueprint. I'll put the blueprint first. A blueprint. All right. Now, I know you've probably heard the term blueprint before. Okay. But really what this really boils down to is it's like a roadmap, right? It's like a roadmap. All right. So think of it as a map. It's like if you're going to take a vacation and you're going to, let's say you live in North Carolina, right? And you're going to go to Las Vegas. Are you literally going to get in your car and go without a roadmap? Telling you, okay, we'll go X amount of miles, turn left or get off at this exit, so you know exactly where you're going. So in the terms of an online business, what this blueprint is going to mean is that you're going to know exactly what you need to do each day. You know what I mean? Because if you know exactly what to do, that takes out the overwhelm. Every time that I felt overwhelmed in my business, every time, I'm not lying, it was because I didn't know exactly what I was supposed to be doing that day. Like for real, like seriously. And when people come to me and they're like, hey, D, I got things going on, but really I'm feeling overwhelmed. Immediately, what I do is I ask them, I say, okay, well, what is it that you're doing each day? You know what I'm saying? And they kind of give me like an overview of whatever. Oh, I'm doing this from this time, this from this time. And immediately I'm like, oh, okay, I see part of the problem. We can address that, right? Because I know that it's because they're doing a lot of things, right? But not focusing on what we call the money-making activities, okay? So the blueprint, the roadmap to let you know exactly what you need to be doing. All right. So that way you don't have to deal with all the overwhelm or things of that nature, and you can actually start getting something done. Okay. So definitely you need that blueprint. What's another thing? What we got going here? All right. Victoria. Okay. Victoria says ongoing support. Absolutely. Now put down in the comments, guys. Victoria, let us know it's ongoing support. But one of you guys put down in the comments and let us know why is that important. All right. Why is that important? Why is ongoing support important? All right. Because guys, when I first started, I didn't have this. Okay. I didn't have the ongoing support. A lot of times what we have is we have like a company Facebook group, where it's really like everybody who's in there, they're like just starting, like they really don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the beginners, because honestly, guys, the people who are really crushing it in whatever opportunity, they're not hanging around in the company Facebook group. If y'all notice that, they ain't hanging around in there. So they ain't really helping nobody in there. They off doing their thing. Right. All right. So why is it that we need that ongoing support? All right. Well, here's why. Because no matter from day 1 that you start, right, no matter if it's day 30, no matter if it's year, 365th day, right, you're always going to have questions. You're always going to need, some answers or direction to something, right? And guys, like I've been doing since 2018, right? Okay. And yeah, have I made money? Absolutely. Absolutely. I make money, right? But does that mean I don't need ongoing support? You better believe I do, right? I still have questions about things. You know what I mean? So if I don't have ongoing support, that means as I evolve, right? As a marketer, as I evolve, okay, as somebody who's making money online, right? That means if I don't have that ongoing support, who am I going to reach out to? There's going to be no one to reach out to, right? So you need that ongoing support. And when we're saying this, we're talking about at least if you have something, if you're on a team or whatever, right? People that you joined or linked up with, at least if you have something once a month, right? Now, right now on my team, we do it once a week, but at least if you have something, like I said, either weekly or monthly, right? Either one is fine. At least if you have once a month, that's absolutely fine. But that means as you go through and you have questions, that at least once a month or once a week, you're going to be able to show up somewhere and get some clarity, get some answers. Who in the world wants to be feeling like they're building a business, but they're building it all by themselves? Okay. That's a lonely feeling. And then what happens is people give up. Okay, good people give up. People who mean well, they wind up giving up because there's no support ongoing, right? It's like this. A lot of times we'll buy training and we have tons of videos in our back office, right? But what happens is that, you know, when we ask those videos questions, it's like we got the replays, right? We're watching the replays, right? And the next time you watch a replay, you tell me when you watch that video and you ask that video a question, okay, for one, you're going to be looking crazy, but that video can't answer you back. But that ongoing support where you actually link it with the team, whether it be weekly or monthly, right? Where you can actually get answers. That's how you gain the clarity, not hear me, not by watching tons of videos, okay? Not by watching the million videos in your back office, okay? You're going to need to have that ongoing support, all right? So let's see what we got here. Your company yes, absolutely. TK says sometimes your company takes too long to respond. Yes, because if it's in a company group, a lot of times the company is busy, right? So you might post something on Monday, you might not get a response till Thursday. You know, meanwhile, you all pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have to email something in. You know what I'm saying? And you know how email go back and forth, ping pong and email. If you guys have ever done that, you ask something, they respond back. You're like, but that's not what I meant. So you say something again, they respond back. You're like, oh my goodness, that's still not what I meant. Meanwhile, 5 days later, right? Okay. All right. Vicky says, because most people join programs and they don't get the help they need to get started properly, or they're not available after they sign you up. Absolutely. You know, that happens a lot. Unfortunately, you know, it is what it is, you know, where, you know, you might sign up with someone and they don't have any type of things to get you started on your way. No type of blueprint, you know, because they just kind of got lucky. Well, I don't believe in luck, but they just kind of swooped you up, you know, on a whim type situation. So they don't have a blueprint to give you or anything. So then you're just kind of stuck. And I have heard of cases where people have signed up for opportunities and then the person signed them up and then they pretty much blocked them. I was like, wow, that would feel pretty bad if someone did that to me. All right. All right. Yes, absolutely. Now, James went on to the next one. James on top of it today. That's what I'm talking about, my boy James. All right. He said the next one is vessel. Okay. So we're going to put down vessel here. All right. Now, what do we mean by a vessel? All right. Because a lot of times people kind of get this confused, right, on what we mean by you need a proper vessel. All right. Now, in this case, what we're talking about, a vessel, all right, is a way for you to make the money. Okay. It's like if I'm going to sell this marker, if I give the marker to somebody and somebody gives me some money, then the marker is the vessel. That's all I mean by a vessel. But when we're talking about having the right vessel, okay, meaning a vessel that is going to help you get to your financial goals faster. That's the type of vessel we're talking about, you know? So let's talk about that. Okay. So when we're talking about this vessel, I'm going to tell you guys, like quick story, like when I first started, like I said, I started with a program, Motor Club of America, right? MCA is short for it, right? It was a roadside assistance company and the pay was $80 per sign up at that time. That's not what it is now. It's even lower, but it was $80 per sign up. Okay. That was my vessel at the time. Now we're going to analyze this so we can really see what I mean by a proper vessel to help you get to where you're going. So let's say, all right. So let's say, you know, your bills on average, or let's say what you want to make, because your first goal of what you want to make may not cover your bills. It is what it is, right? So let's say the first goal of what you want to make online in your online business, let's say it's $3,000 a month, right? Let's say, you know, it's you know, you're setting there first, and then we're going to work you up to 10 grand. Then we're going to get you to 20 grand, and we're going to keep going, right? But let's say we're going to start you at $3,000. All right. Let's say that's where we're trying to get to first. So let's put this up here. Let's say if your first goal you're trying to meet is $3,000, right? So let's say $3,000 a month. Okay, cool. All right. Well, the first vessel I started with was MCA. Remember I told you that particular vessel paid $80 per sign up. Now here was the caveat with that, right? Because at first it sounded good, right? Like, oh yeah, $80. All I need is 10 and I got 800. Right. I thought I was rocking out. Well, here was the deal with that. It was $80, but it was over the course of 17 months. Over the course of 17 months. So what that meant was they would pay me $80, and I'm gonna just put this here, and then we'll erase it later. They would pay me $80, right? Okay, over the course of 17 months. So what that meant was if a person canceled canceled the service for whatever reason, right? Within that 17-month time, they would take some of the money back. It was called a chargeback, right? So really what I was earning is $80 divided by 17. And don't worry about trying to do the math. We're going to round it off. It came out to be about, okay, that's the about symbol for math, for those mathematical wizards out there. That's about $6 a month, okay? So about $6 a month. So now I just said that I was needing, in this example, $3,000 a month, right? So I'm out here hustling for $6 a month. Okay, this is what I was doing for $6 a month. Okay, now if I would have did the math then, I would have realized that I was hustling backwards and that I did not have a proper vessel in my repertoire, because at the time, that was the only thing I had to offer. I didn't have any tools. I didn't have anything. That's all I had. Okay, I was trying to be a one-trick pony. Okay, so if I'm trying to do that and I'm getting paid $6, what equates to $6 a month, right? And I need to get $3,000 a month. How many sales I need to make? Huh? Okay, let's do it. At this rate, I need to make, what is that? Like 500? 500. I would need to make 500 sales, right? To be able to make that $3,000 a month. Now, let's just be 100% honest, guys. I don't care what none of them gurus done told you and all this, that, and the jammy. All right. When you starting out, you ain't hitting 500 sales. Okay, you're not getting 500 sales in a month. You just starting out. I don't care what they done tried to make you believe. And most of them ain't hitting 500 sales now. Unless they got their own program, which means the affiliates are getting the sales and they're getting the rest of the money. You understand what I'm saying? But they ain't hitting 500 on their own, especially not when they're just starting out, is my point, right? So that's a lot of sales, guys. 500 sales. I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm saying this a lot, but you guys tell me, like, 500 sales, like, do y'all feel like when y'all first started, within y'all first 6 months, that y'all was hitting 500 sales a month of anything? 500 sales. Was y'all hitting 500 sales a month? Like, let me know. Put down in the comments, say, yeah, that's me, or no, I wasn't. Put down in the comments, let me know. Okay? Because 500 sales is a lot. So I would have had to be doing a lot of hustling to get 500 sales to make that $3,000. Now, so when we're talking about a good vessel, a proper vessel, all right, let's see, what can we do so that we don't have to work so hard to get that $3,000, right? That's what we're talking about. So what can we do so we don't have to work so hard to get that $3,000? So let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. All right. Now, one thing that we can do right here is that we have a vessel that pays us more money. Okay, make more money. All right. You said what you said? You said nope. My man Nick Sola said nope. Vicky said no, I wasn't. Absolutely, we weren't. That's just the realness, man. We wasn't. But what if you have something that can allow you to make, let's say $500 a sale? Okay, let's say if you're making $500 per sale, right? Well, then if we're making $500 per sale, right, and we need to get $3,000 a month, now how many sales do we need? Well, 3,000 divided by that 500 is 6. 6 sales. Follow me now. 6 equals 6 sales. 6 sales is what we need in that month. Versus instead of 500 sales. Okay? Instead of 500 sales. Now, y'all tell me. Okay? Because here's the deal, man. We're going to do the same amount of work, whether whether it's a small sale, as far as like a lower price sale or high ticket sale, you do the same work. You still got to go, attract the people, you still got to market for the people. You still got to support the people. You still got to bring them into your system. You still got to do that. But you're just going to sign them up and block them like other people did. Other people, nah, you don't do that. That's wrong. Right? That's wrong, right? So you tell me, what would you rather do? Would you rather put your energy into making 6 sales in a month? Okay, 6 sales here, right? Would you rather have to make 6 sales? You tell me, or would you rather have to make 500 sales in a month? Y'all tell me, what would y'all rather do? Put down in the comment, let me know. What would y'all rather do? 6 sales or 500? Because if y'all tell me y'all rather make 500, I'm gonna put y'all to work. Since y'all like working hard, I'll put every last one of y'all to work. Okay, since y'all like working hard. Okay, so this is what I mean by a proper vessel. Something, okay, something that allows you to be able to make the higher ticket income, right? So that way you can get to your goal faster, right? Whether your goal is $3,000 a month, whether it's $10,000 a month, you know, whether it's $20,000 a month, right? So it allows you to get there faster, even though you're doing the same work. Okay, put that down in the comments and say same work. If y'all want to get paid more to do the same work, put down in the comments and say same work. Okay, all right, absolutely, absolutely. Nick Sola says 6 sales. Absolutely, that's what I'm talking about. You rather only have to make 6 sales. That's a no-brainer, right? So this is what I mean by having a proper vessel. So if I would have known this at that time, I wouldn't have been beating my head on why in the world that I was only trying to make $200 a month. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have been beating my head trying to figure out why I wasn't making this money, you know, because I wasn't shooting with the right, I wasn't working with the right vessel. Okay, so that's what we mean by having a proper vessel. Now, what is the last thing that we need, guys? What is the last thing that we need? Now, actually, Victoria told us the last thing that we need to be looking at out here, and this one is really overlooked. Okay, this one is really overlooked. We need leverage. Now, let's talk about what do we mean by leverage. Let's talk about that. What do we mean by leverage? Because a lot of people, they're thinking, and Sandra has it too, absolutely. And a lot of people are thinking that when we're saying leverage, they're thinking that we're talking about the compensation plan, okay, that has leverage built in. Now, don't get me wrong. That's great, but that's not what we're talking about, but that's great too. If you have something that has a compensation plan that has leverage built in, that's awesome, okay? But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about something that even if your compensation plan doesn't have leverage built into it, like there's no pass-ups or anything, that's cool, right? We're talking about this type of leverage that everybody needs if you want to actually make money and have a life too, okay? So what are we talking about leverage? When we're talking about leverage, we're talking about these components here. You're able to leverage each of those, right? You're able to leverage each of these components as if they were your own, which means you do not have to do all this stuff yourself. You don't have to come up with this blueprint, right? So when somebody joins you, check this out. When someone joins you, right, you're excited. You're like, I gotta sign. I gotta sign. Like you happy, you know what I'm saying? You pretty much done spent the money before it even got to your bank account, right? You about to spend the money, right? But now that person is texting you, you know, they're like, hey, I just signed up. What do I do? How do I get started? How do I get leads? How do I get a funnel? How do I? They got all these questions, right? Now, if you have leverage built in, which is the last thing, leverage, guess what you can now do? You can point, say point. Put down in the comments, say point. All you need to do at that point is point to where they can get started with the blueprint that you did not have to take the time to create, right? Where they can get plugged into the ongoing support, whether it be weekly or monthly, right? Whatever your team has, weekly or monthly, right? Okay, so that way that person can get their questions answered on a consistent basis. So you do not have to be like this manager, you know, like babysitting. You know, some people feel like they're babysitting if they have to keep on answering a whole bunch of questions. Why? Because you're still trying to build your business. So if you have to stop every 5 minutes to answer someone's question, right? Even I don't care how much they joined you at. It don't matter. You didn't join something because you wanted to trade your job for another job. Let's just be honest, right? You joined because you wanted some time freedom, right? You wanted some way to make money, but you didn't want to have to, you know, be, you know, doing something 24/7, right? So now that person is going to be able to tap into your ongoing support. So when they have questions, boom, they tap into it, and they're going to have the same vessel that you have. And none of this stuff you had to create. You pretty much can hand it off to them. Somebody handed it to you, and you hand it off to them. So now you can go back doing money-making activities and actually making money. Okay, that's the importance of leverage. Now, to show you, for example, that other companies, you know, use the same, you know, process. Like, for example, a company like ClickFunnels, right? Everybody probably knows ClickFunnels, their funnel system, right? Do you think that they don't use this process, right? Absolutely they do. You know, when people join them, they have a blueprint a person could follow to start with a funnel making process. They actually have trainings that they do, right? To start with a funnel making process. All right. They actually have videos on that as well. All right. They actually have a Facebook group too, right? So that you have a process to start to build your funnel. Okay. How about ongoing support? All right. Well, they have support as well. Like I said, they have those regular trainings, and they always have pop-up trainings as well. Russell does, right? But they have those trainings as well. So that way a person doesn't have to go too long without understanding something, right? They have where you can actually, get some help. They actually have, now they have where you can, you even not email in, but you message in. It's like a message center, or I don't even know another way to describe it, but they have these experts on hand. I've used it before. These experts on hand, you message in a problem, and then they'll connect you with an expert, so that way you can get some help right then. And if the expert can't help you, then they send you over to the company support. But they have it where they have that expert support built in as well. Do they have a vessel? Absolutely. It's actually the system. So you could be an affiliate for ClickFunnels. This is just an example, right? And then guess what? Leverage. You can leverage all of this, right? Which means if somebody, like, do you think that people who joined me in ClickFunnels, who bought the software from me, right, through my affiliate link, do you think that I then have to go and show them how to set up a funnel, show them the process of the steps they need to take to set up a funnel? No, I haven't showed anybody how to set up a funnel. And yes, I get paid from ClickFunnels, right? And the person I joined didn't show me how to set up a funnel. They didn't have to. It's already built in. I just went back there and saw what they had back there, and I followed the process. And then when I needed help, I hit up their support. I didn't go back to the person who I joined the ClickFunnels. Hey, man, I have a problem with this funnel. Can you help me with this funnel, man? Man, that's what the support is for, right? So therefore, that person that I joined and the people who joined me with ClickFunnels, right, they were able to leverage. We all were able to leverage this, so we didn't have to. We can go ahead, continue to make some more commissions, and the people who got ClickFunnels from us, they'll be taken care of because the process is already there. The components are already there. See, you didn't think about this before, but other companies already use this stuff. We just didn't know that these were the components, so we didn't know what to look for. All right? Now, guys, don't worry if you're missing something, because I'm gonna tell you, when I first started, I'm gonna tell you this is what I had going on, man. Like, real talk. All right. When I first started, I didn't have that. I didn't have that. All right. I didn't have that. I didn't have the proper vessel. So therefore I couldn't leverage a darn thing. Right. So the $9.24 that I did make, because it was because one girl signed up and she used a prepaid credit card. And if you do that in that opportunity in MCA, then you would only make $9.24. Right. But she signed up and I was like, hey, I'm here to help you. Let me know when you need help. And she didn't ever say anything. But the point of the matter is, if she would have, what the hell would I have told her? Hoping to pray. So I didn't have nothing to give, right? I didn't know that I had this kind of stumbled upon her, you know what I mean? And she wound up quitting soon too. Just so y'all know, she wound up quitting soon, right? So other companies use the same process. Like I said, even if you don't have this process, stick around. I'm going to show you how you can get all these pieces. Even if you're like, well, I got one of these pieces, even if, like, let's say you have Easy1up or something, or you have some other vessel that, fits the criteria. We're going to show you how you can get every last one of these pieces, and also show you how you can get some very high quality bonuses. So you definitely want to stick around. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you how to get, all right, just in case you don't already have it, is the vessel, all right, the proper vessel that we use. That's the first thing I'm going to show you. And then as soon as I show you this vessel, I'm going to jump right into showing you how you can get everything else with some nice cherry bonuses on top. All right, cool deal. Let's go ahead and look at this vessel here. I'm going to show you the vessel that we use. All right, which is TK said, well, you can point them to a system and duplicate it. Absolutely. So let me share my screen here. Let me see if we go over to here, share my screen, and we go up to here. All right, so the vessel that we're talking about is the Easy1up vessel, hence Easy1up training. Right now, let me just tell you really quick what this is about. Okay, because not everybody knows. All right, first off, on the product side, let's talk about the product side, then we're going to get to the money. Okay, now on the product side, All right, Easy1up is a set of affiliate marketing trainings, right? Where a person, can come in and they can get, some get started type of training on a different affiliate marketing techniques. And they have different levels. Like you see here, the elevation level is $25. And there's different things. All these are topics that a person can learn, right? All these are topics. And it goes all the way up, right? From the 250 to 500, 1,000. It goes all the way up to the $2,000 level. Okay. Now, of course, okay, a person who they invest more, right? They invest at a $2,000 level, for example, they're going to get all of the training. That means they're going to get all of the training here, right? Where it's talking about, like, if you want to learn drop shipping, CPA, talking about how to build sales funnels here, how to be an affiliate on Amazon, right? All of these things here. And because you join at the highest level, for example, right, you're going to get all the training below. That means you're going to get everything on a $1,000 level, everything on a 500, everything on a 250, everything on 100, and everything on a 25. Okay. So in a nutshell, the higher the level that you decide to pick up, the higher the level product you pick up, you can, you get all the training on that level, and you get all the training at all the levels below at no additional cost. It doesn't cost you anything extra. So that means that it just makes sense to go in at the highest level that you possibly can. It just makes sense to do that. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about the money. Let's talk about how this is going to equate to you being able to, live that life that you want and deserve economically, right? Well, here's the deal. Okay. Easy1up allows you to earn 100% commission. That means, for example, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you decided to pick up the product level of $1,000. You join at $1,000 mark, right? Okay, cool. We already know that you get all the training. You get all the training at the $1,000 mark and all the training below at the 500, 250, 100, and 25. We get it. You get all that included, right? Now, what about the earning potential? That means that because you joined at the $1,000 level, you're going to be able to earn up to $1,000 commissions. That means if someone comes in to your link and everything, they like what they see, and they join at the $1,000 level, guess what you're going to make? You're going to make $1,000. Yeah, 100% commissions, baby. All right, we got to love it, right? You're going to make $1,000. And guys, if your first goal to hit is, $3,000, you only need 3 of those. If your first goal to hit is 10 grand even, you know what I mean? You only need 10 of those. Okay. All right. So that's how the compensation plan works. Now, on the flip side, okay, because we got to make sure that we're being totally transparent here, right? On the flip side, let's say you came in and, you didn't go all in, but you're like, well, I'm going to start at the 250. Let's just say you started at 250, right? Let's just say. Then, well, now, let's say you started, you down here at the 25, right? You down here at 25 because you playing with it, right? You like, I just want to dip my toe in the water, right? So you start here at the $25 level. Now, what happens if someone decides to grab the product and they come in here and they're like, you know what? I like what I see, but I like it on the, $250 level, let's say, right? But you only joined at the $25 level. So how much money do you earn? Put down in the comments. How much money do you earn if you are at the $25 level in Easy1up and someone else comes through your link and they decide to sign up and they get to choose what they want? And they decide to get the $250 level, right, through your link, how much money do you earn? Nothing. Because in Easy1up, you can't sell what you don't own. Okay? Just that simple, right? You wouldn't earn nothing because they invested more than you. They decided to go all in, go in higher than you did. All right? So what does that really mean? What that means is get in at the highest level you can. That's what that really means. Okay. So that way you can actually maximize the compensation plan, to get to your goals faster. Okay. And you'll see that we recommend, anything at the 250 or higher, because it's going to allow you to be able to make, the type of commissions that you need to make to get to your goals faster. All right. So does that make sense, guys? Let me know. Let me see what we got here. All right. Does that make sense? Put down the comments, say on point, D. Put down the comments, say on point. I want to make sure that makes sense. All right. Now, guys, remember I told you we're going to show you how you can get all the other points, okay? All the other components. We got the blueprint, ongoing support, and the leverage. We just talked about the vessel, right? You want to know how you get everything else, okay? And you want to see just because you're here live on this call, you want to see these bonuses that you have available to you. All right. So I'm going to show you that in just a moment. But keep in mind, no matter whose channel you happen to be watching this on, because you will be seeing this, like if you're catching the replay, you will be seeing this on my team's channel as well. It doesn't matter whose channel you're seeing it on. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, right? Whatever channel you're seeing it on, subscribe to the channel. All right. And whoever channel you're seeing it on is who you want to get back to, right? When you're ready to go ahead and rock out, because we know you want to rock out after you see what we got. Okay. We know you want to rock out. All right. So just keep that in mind. So, all right. Okay. Cool. We got some on points. That's what I'm talking about. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can get these other components and these bonuses that you have available to you, right? Because you're catching this live. All right. And like I said, all you got to do is lock arms with whoever's channel you see this on. When you're watching the replay, you get back with that person down below. You'll see contact information, might be a phone number, might be a instant messenger. That's the person you rock out with and you get back with them. Okay, let's go ahead and let me show you. I'm going to share my screen now. All right, let me get back to sharing my screen and I'm going to show you this cool presentation that we got for you, showing you how you can get all these other components and some bonuses on top. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. All right, now here's what you've been waiting for. Let's go ahead and jump into these Team AMA VIP bonuses for Easy1up. All right, now let's take a look. What is it that you're going to get when you lock arms with Team AMA VIP and Easy1up? Now, first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need to know what is it that you need to do every day, or else you're going to kind of be like this guy and looking confused. And you're going to be really chasing your tail like this dog in the picture right here, right? You don't want to be doing that, chasing your tail, right? You want to know exactly what you need to do. So what you're going to get is 5 steps to 1K blueprint. You're going to get this actual blueprint, all right, created by myself, Coach D, all right, specifically for our team AMA VIP. And with this blueprint, it's going to allow you to know exactly what to do each day, know exactly how to do it, and know exactly how often do you need to do it. Okay, that is the 5 steps to 1K blueprint. Now, the value of this blueprint, so that way you know, okay, this is serious. All right, $997 value. Guys, I want you guys to think about this. How many times have you been out there trying to figure things out? You're like, man, I don't know what to do each day in my business, right? You're just like, if someone just held my hand, if someone just would tell me what to do, then I could do it. Well, don't worry about that anymore, because this 5 steps to 1K blueprint is going to solve that problem for you. You do not have to worry about what it is that you need to do each day in your business. You could just get the blueprint and keep it trucking, baby. Now, next, all right? The next thing you need to know is, how are you going to be able to get a yes? Okay. Yeah. You're going to know exactly what you need to do in your business. You're going to be getting, different leads, prospects reaching out to you, but you need to find out, how can you get them to say yes versus no? Well, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need, all right, a 2-step closing process. You're going to get my 2-step closing process on how you can actually seal the deal in Facebook Messenger. Yes. Okay. Instead of you having to figure out, oh, I don't know what questions to ask, you're going to know the right questions to ask. Instead of you trying to figure out, well, I don't know if I'm saying the wrong thing, you're going to know how to say the right things, ask the right questions, and say the right things so that you can seal the deal right in Facebook Messenger. No more sweat and bullets, wondering like, oh my gosh, did I do something wrong? Don't worry about it. You're going to get this 2-step closing process to seal the deal. And I use this process myself every time that I'm in Messenger. Now, what does that mean? So what you have so far is you have the 5 steps to 1K blueprint. That's a $997 value. All right. And then you have the 2-step closing framework, which is a $497 value. All right. So far you have a bonus total value of $1,494. Now, what else are you going to get? You're going to get the Easy1up Masterclass. Okay. Now, what does that mean? That means in this Easy1up Masterclass, you're going to be able to learn how to set up your back office, do the pay options and set that up quickly, how to actually follow up with your Easy1up leads, how to set up your Facebook profile and turn it into an ATM machine. You heard me. We don't deal with paid ads, baby. Okay? You're going to be able to turn your Facebook profile into an ATM machine. Also, how to set up your YouTube channel so that you can start getting free leads off of YouTube. So you're going to be able to leverage both when you go through this Easy1up Masterclass. And you're getting that today as a bonus. What's the value? $997 for that Easy1up Masterclass. Guys, I paid twice as much just for the YouTube portion, let alone the portion of learning to turn my Facebook profile into an ATM machine, let alone everything else. I actually have people reaching out to me, begging me to give them this type of information, even down to how to set up their back office, right? You guys are getting this when you lock arms with us today. All right. So what are you going to get? The 5 steps to 1K blueprint that has a $997 value, 2-step closing framework that's $497 value, and the Easy1up Masterclass that includes how you're going to be able to leverage YouTube. And that's a $997 value. Total value, $2,491. Now, how about this? I know sometimes you guys have problems, actually closing the deal. Like maybe somebody said, oh, well, I'll follow up later, or, check me out later. Guys, you're going to get help closing your sales live. Okay. And these are just some of the results that I've had. Yes, I have this closing process down. Okay. All right. So these are some of the results that we've had. $250 sale here, $1,000 sale here, another $100 sale there. Okay, and you see another $1,000 sale here, another $1,000 sale here. Yes, sales happen when you know how to close and you have a closing process. Okay, so you're going to get that help with the weekly sales closing calls. So you're going to be able to bring your people to the sales calls, right? So they can get all of their questions answered and they can be ready to make a decision on the spot. Yeah, doesn't that take a lot of the pressure off of you? You're not having to worry about, that you're not a good closer, or maybe you get nervous when you talk to people. Don't worry about it. When you're part of Team AMA VIP, just bring your people to the weekly sales calls. We'll do all the explaining, all the selling, all the telling, and we'll collect the decision. And that way you can go ahead and get the sign up. Yeah, get the sign up. So far, what are you going to get? 5 steps to 1K blueprint. That's $997 value. 2-step closing framework, that's a $497 value. The Easy1up Masterclass, that's $997 value. And the weekly sales calls, $3,000 value. Now, I want to make sure that you guys know that these are real values. These sales calls values right here, I'm actually only doing that based on 90 days, right? Now, of course, you're going to be with our team for much longer than that. But think about it. If these sales calls just close one of our team members' sales, just one at, let's say, the $250 level, okay, just one per week, okay, for the next just 90 days, you're talking about a $3,000 value plus, okay, because, yeah, there's going to be more sales happening, and it's going to happen way longer than 90 days, but I had to put a time limit on it so that way I could put a value on it so you could see how real the value is. We didn't want to give any type of inflated bull crap or anything like that. I want to give you guys real value. So what you're looking at is a total value so far of $5,491 when you lock arms with Team AMA VIP. Now, what else are you going to get? Ongoing coaching. How many times have you guys joined someone, right? And you're like, man, I joined and, maybe they showed you how to set up your back office, but here it is 30 days from now. You have a question. Maybe you haven't made any sales and you're trying to get some help. I mean, a lot of times people are in the company group. They sign up on Monday. They lost on Wednesday and their sponsor is lost as well on Thursday. Out of the picture. Okay. So you're going to be able to get access to ongoing coaching every single week. All right. To help you when you stumble on something, you got questions. You're going to be able to get that. You're going to get the social media training. So that way, you know exactly what you need to do. And if you run across something, you're going to be able to get that help every week. Now, this is some of the results as far as some of the feedback some of the team has given. You see here, Betty was like, oh, wow, the best coach and the best team ever. Okay. Here's another person. One of my coaching clients says, hey, everyone, I just wanted to personally congratulate everyone here. See you, especially Coach D. She is a badass. I am slow, but I'm coming, and you can bet that. I'm so glad to be amongst a group of women like this, okay? Simone says, Deborah, I agree with you. I have learned so much from Coach D, and I'm still learning. So grateful to have met her and be coached by her. She is a godsend. Guys, I'm not making this stuff up. All I do is screenshot what people say because this is the real deal, okay? Over here. Simone says, Gina, I couldn't agree more. I'm so happy for you and feel the same way. This journey and newfound family I now have has changed everything for me. Coach D has instilled a fire in me that I had forgotten I had. All you beautiful souls inspire me so much in love. Yes, we have a lot of positivity on Team AMA VIP, okay? And everyone appreciates everyone's effort. So this just kind of gives you an idea of the type of coach that I am and the type of support that you will get inside of our group. Now, what is that worth? Okay, that has a value of $5,964. Now, let me go ahead and break that down to you. Basically, what that means is we have these weekly Q&A and coaching sessions, okay, with this social media training. All right, I typically charge $497 a session, and I get paid $497 per session, okay? So this is not inflated at all. So imagine if you just had 4 sessions, okay, a month over the course of 90 days. Once again, I did these numbers just based on 90 days. And I know you're going to be with us longer than 90 days, right? Because you want to reach your goals and exceed your goals and exceed those goals on top of it. So you come up with a value of $5,964 value, okay? So that means what you're going to get, the 5 steps to 1K blueprint, that's $997 value. 2-step closing framework, so that way you know exactly what to say and the questions to ask in that inbox. That's $497 value. You're going to get the Easy1up Masterclass to show you how to set up your back office, your payment options, set up your Facebook so it turns it into an ATM machine, and set up your YouTube channel so that way you can start getting some free leads on YouTube like I do, baby. All right, that's a $997 value. You're going to get the weekly sales closing calls to help you close your sales, right? Close your prospects, close your leads. Just get them to the sales call every week, all right? Talk to them, get them to the sales call. Let the sales call do the selling and telling for you and collecting a decision, okay? That's a $3,000 value and a weekly Q&A and coaching sessions, right? And this is only based on 90 days, guys. This is only based on 90 days, okay? But you're going to be able to come, any questions you have every single week, be able to come and ask me or any other coach that we have, ask those questions and get some social media training so that way you know exactly what to do and everything is already kept up to date, always up to date. That's $5,964 value. That brings the total value to $11,455. Now, let me ask you guys, if all this did was gave you an unfair advantage to skyrocket your income within the next 30 to 90 days, would it be worth the $11,000? Yes. Let me ask you this. If all it did was allow you to have more time home with your kids or your grandkids or your family. Imagine all that time, maybe you're away, maybe you're working 5 jobs, okay, 5 is a little extreme, but maybe you're working 2 or 3 jobs, and that's a reality for a lot of people, all right? Or maybe you only work at 1 job, but you're really tired because you work a whole bunch of hours. Maybe you're working 50 to 60 hours, right? And you're pretty much having to raise your kids on Facebook, or raise your kids through text message, right? Because you're not seeing them, so you have to text to check up on them. Come on, what kind of life is that to live? What kind of parent is that you're trying to be? You're not trying to be that type of parent that has to raise their kids from afar, or better yet, let the TV raise their kids, or let the school raise their kids, or the babysitter raise their kids. You want to be there for your kids, right? If all this did, right, was allow you to have more time at home with your kids or your grandkids or your family, your husband, your wife, right? Would it be worth it to you? Yeah. I think your kids would be worth it. Your family would be worth it. What if all this did was allow you to fire your boss, okay? Not just cut down to part-time, but totally fire your boss. Go in there and say, sayonara. Don't give them the finger, but sayonara, I'm out of here. What would that be worth? Wouldn't that be worth it for you to be able to go in, make enough money to where you could go in and fire your boss? If all this did was allow you to put that down payment on that house of your dreams. Come on. That's the American way. Everybody wants to own a home. Maybe you've been renting up to this time. Maybe your credit is what it is. So, maybe they want, $20,000 down. or $10,000 down, and you just don't have it, because you live in paycheck to paycheck. You could barely save like $200 in between paychecks. If all this did was allow you to put that down payment down and buy your dream home, buy that $250,000 home that you want, or buy that $500,000 home that you want. If all this did was allow you to put that down payment on that house, would it be worth it? Yeah. Your dreams are worth it. You're worth it. Your family's worth it. Your kids are worth it. Your sanity's worth it. Your health is worth it. Guys, here's some more proof for you. So you can see that we have a very supportive team, and you see we definitely get results within our team. You see a compliment here, $250 proof here, another $1,000 proof here. All right, and over here you see this is something that we had on one of our coaching sessions, and you see Karanda says aha moment that she was able to gain some clarity from one of our weekly coaching sessions. All right. Then you see right here, another one of my students said, yeah, people learn from me. D put me on the map. Okay. I coached him, and I got to toot his horn on this right here. This gentleman right here, he wound up getting $2,000 sales, $2,000 sales in the same week. And those were Easy1up sales. Okay. So yes, this team works, this coaching works, as long as you work it. That's all it takes, guys. All right. And Gina says, hey, thank you. You made it complete sense. I didn't see the full picture before you explained it in depth. Once again, this is another one of my coaching clients, coaching students, letting you know, guys, that, hey, this is real. I am about helping you guys be successful in your Easy1up business. Here's some more proof here. Karana says, thanks so much for clearing up a lot that was going on my head. Yes, a lot of times you do have confusion, right? And you may have joined someone, a month, 2 months ago, right? They gone. They don't forget about you, okay? But when you're part of this team, all right, we don't just forget about you. You're not just, we get the money and then we're off to the races, okay? You want to get clarity, you need to be with us. Here you see Simone already congratulated someone and bringing a new sign up into the group right here. She actually got paid to refer this person right here to the group. So she invited her into the group right here. So she already made a cool commission already. Right here, you see one of my colleagues actually is giving a testament, to just the type of person I am. She says, I just want to say thank you for being a friend. For real, not many have my respect, but you have mine. Yes, guys, this is what it's about, being a part of a community that is respectful of other people and worthy of it, because some of that stuff that glitters, it's not gold, okay? So we don't fluff over here. This is the real deal, all right? And you see here another commission that came in of $250. Now, guys, here's the deal. Yes, the value is $11,455. That is the value, the true value, all day, twice on Sunday, okay? But no, I'm not going to charge you $11,455, okay? Here's what's going on, all right? If you take advantage of this now, all right, because I can't tell you how long this is going to be available. If you take advantage of this now, you could come in to our team at the Vertex Pro level, which is a total of $1,100 with the admin fee, or you could get in at the Vertex Elite level for $550. So if you come in at that pro level, that allows you to make up to $1,000 commissions. Okay, so the higher you come, the more money you can make, so the faster you can get that dream home, baby. All right, you come at the Vertex Elite level, you pay $550 to join, and you'll be able to make up to $500 commissions. Or you come at the Vertex level for $275, and you'll be able to make up to $250 commissions. So guys, you see, this is a no-brainer situation, okay? You can get in at the Vertex Pro, Vertex Elite, or Vertex level while this promo is going on. Now, to recap, what you're going to get, because I want to make sure that you understand the true value of what you're getting, guys. The 5 steps to 1K blueprint, $997 value. The 2-step closing framework, $497 value, brings us to a total of $1,494. Easy1up Masterclass, $997 value, brings us to a total value of $2,491. Then you add on the weekly sales closing costs to help you close your sales. That's a $3,000 value over the course of 90 days. That brings the total to $5,491. Then you bring on the weekly Q&A coaching sessions, okay, which has a value over the course of 90 days of $5,964. That's a $5,964 value, brings your total value to $11,455 value. And once again, guys, all you got to do is go ahead and get started now while this promotion is still going on. Get started at Vertex Pro level for $1,100. You can make up to $1,000 commissions, or Vertex Elite at $550 level and make commissions up to $500, or the Vertex level and make at $275 and make commissions up to $250. And keep in mind, guys, these commissions are per sale, so you can make as many sales as you want, as many Vertex Pro $1,000 sales as you want, over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, as many Vertex Elite sales as you want, and as many Vertex sales as you want, over and over again. Now, guys, you see the value, $11,455 value. Guys, getting in, position yourself at the highest position that you possibly can, okay? Because you want to get to your goals super fast, all right? So the Vertex Pro level, $1,100 input, right? And you're able to get up to $1,000 in commissions. I mean, guys, we're talking about nearly a 90% discount is what we're talking about. And that's just at the Vertex Pro level. And these are real values. So, guys, there you have it. The proof is in the pudding, and it is decision time. All right, now here's what you've been waiting for. Let's go ahead and jump into these Team AMA VIP. All right, so y'all have it. Y'all see what we got going on, guys? Now, if there's any questions, put them down in the comments, and then I can answer them. I didn't see any questions pop up, but definitely, guys, no matter whose channel that you happen to be watching this on, okay, that's the person that you want to get back with to go ahead and rock out with all of these bonuses. And 1 second. Okay, have my Bluetooth on. All right, so you want to rock out with them, whoever channel you're seeing this on. Like I said, because you will see this on my team's channels throughout YouTube. Get back with the person down below, their contact information. Any questions that you have that we didn't answer live for you, get with them, so that way you can get some answers, all right? Because we are ready to win, right? We win it, and we want you guys to win, all right? And that's what we do on this team, all right? So other than that, guys, y'all already know what we're going to do. At the end of each day, what we're going to do, AMA, and I know these comments, are on delay. So y'all tell me what we're going to do at the end of each day. At the end of this Easy1up training, what are we going to do? We're going to take this ride to the top. All right, y'all. And we out. And we'll see y'all on the next one. That's what I'm talking about, Vicky. And we out.